Have you ever thought about the silent hero inside your body? An organ that works 24/7 but is facing a silent crisis? Yes, we need to talk about your liver, and here's an alarming fact. The majority of us are walking around with a fatty liver. Many people don't even know it until an ultrasound reveals the truth. People are always shocked to find out. So today, we're going to understand why we need to protect our liver. And more importantly, how to get that stubborn fat out of it. I've got a great simple thing you can do, and a drink recipe you can make every single day. This will reduce fat on your liver effectively. It's all backed by some pretty solid science. I'm going to put all the research links down below for you. But first, a quick fun fact for you. Where do you think bile is made? The gallbladder? Nope. Bile is made by the liver. The gallbladder is just the storage sac for it. When you understand the power of bile, you'll appreciate your liver so much more. Let's see how this magic works. Think of bile as your body's biological dish soap. It helps you break down fat, but what does that actually mean? Let's say this is some fat you just ate. It's traveling through your stomach. The stomach only breaks it down to a certain level. Then it goes down into the small intestine. This is where bile, released from the gallbladder, steps in. But it doesn't work alone. It needs help from the pancreas. There's an enzyme called lipase. The problem is, lipase can't tackle this giant blob of fat by itself. And this is where bile shines. It takes this big clump and breaks it down into thousands of tiny little pieces, just like this. Boom. This massively increases the surface area, so the lipase enzyme can easily attack and digest it. Simply put, bile paves the way for fat absorption. It gets the fat ready for complete digestion in the small intestine. That's where all the good stuff gets absorbed. So what happens if you don't have enough bile? It's a disaster. You can't absorb enough vitamin A. The first symptom is night blindness. You're driving at night and it's raining and you just can't quite see. Sinus problems and a weak immune system are also linked to this. Next up is a lack of vitamin E. This means your heart is in trouble. More inflammation in the coronary arteries, calcification, and plaquing. Then there's vitamin D. Without it, you can't absorb calcium properly. You need it for getting rid of pain and for your bones. With vitamin D, you absorb 20 times as much calcium. Without it, you could face bone loss, poor sleep, and more. What about vitamin K? Low K1 means you bruise and bleed easily. Low K2 means calcium builds up in the wrong places, like your arteries. And we're not done. Let's talk about omega-3s. Without enough, your body is a hotbed of inflammation. From arthritis to heart problems, and even brain issues. The liver is also your cholesterol processing plant. When you lose weight, fat and cholesterol are released into your system. Without enough bile, that cholesterol builds up and forms gallstones. That's why people with gallstones actually need more bile. The liver also eliminates toxins. It's supposed to break them down. A weak liver means your body becomes a toxic waste dump. It also converts thyroid hormones. 80% of your active thyroid hormone, T3, is converted in the liver. If your liver is weak, your thyroid will suffer too. And a common sign of a fatty liver? A nagging, persistent pain in your right shoulder and neck. That's the enlarged liver putting pressure on a nerve. The liver also regulates sex hormones like testosterone and estrogen. Without it working right, you can have issues like PCOS in women, or low testosterone in men. All right, time for a quick quiz to see if you might be low on bile. Question 1. Do you get bloated after eating fatty foods? Question 2. Is your stool light-colored, gray, or does it float? Question 3. After you eat, do you still feel unsatisfied? Question 4. Do you frequently experience nausea, burping, or bloating? If you answered yes to 2 or more, this video is for you. Okay, it's time to rescue your liver. Anything you can do to increase your bile is going to help. Today, I'm sharing a super simple smoothie recipe. But remember, the golden foundation is the keto diet and intermittent fasting. That combination can reduce liver fat by 50% in just 14 days. I have a whole video on that, which I've linked below. But for now, let's make our superhero smoothie. The ingredients are incredibly simple: kale, blueberries, and plain kefir. My secret is to keep the kale and blueberries in the freezer. They blend easier and make the drink perfectly cold and delicious. Let's do it. You'll need 2 cups of frozen kale and 1 cup of frozen blueberries. Why these 2? They are loaded with quercetin. That's the ultimate weapon against a fatty liver. Next, add 1 cup of water and 1 cup of plain, unsweetened, whole milk kefir. The kefir gives you the probiotics you need to help reduce fat on your liver. So we have our water, kefir, kale, and blueberries. Now blend it up for a couple of minutes until it's nice and smooth. And enjoy. It tastes really good and it's extremely effective. Drink this every single day, along with a healthy keto diet. If you want to see my video on reducing fatty liver in 14 days, click the video on your screen right now.